So today I want to just talk about some random thoughts I have about Animal Crossing. Let's go. What is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Nintendo Guru, and man, it's hit me time and time again. Like, randomly as I'm playing the game, I wish things were a little different, just tweaks that I want. Nothing major, but as Nintendo has announced that for like the next 2 years, we're going to be getting updates and constant updates and all this stuff. It makes me think like, hey man, these tweaks could become a reality. And these are some things that I'm just hoping could be changed. And I think a lot of us will agree with this. So let's just break it down. Terraforming can be a little frustrating, and I feel like the one thing that I want to change in terraforming is I want a hitbox. I want just a transparent image or something that shows where my shovel is about to hit. It always seems to get pretty frustrating when I think I'm going to hit a spot for a water for a river, and I miss, and I fill said river in. And it would be nice to be like maybe color coordinated, like red means like you're going to fill that area in. Yellow means you're going to do that like half cut, and then like green means you're about to just smash this whole section off and break it off. That's what would be ultimately the best for me, because I feel like in those situations you automatically know now what exactly is going to happen. It just feels very frustrating at times when you try to terraform and it's just you're hitting up against brick walls. It's just a little off. While we're on terraforming, I mean, it would be nice if we could do stuff like put bridges over gaps rather than over water, like having to be over water. It would be kind of cool if we could do that stuff, but it's neither here nor there. You can't, so it's a little whatever, you know? The other thing, too, is while we're talking about terraforming, the whole construction kit. Let's just talk about the whole construction kit. Let's break this down. Paths. Paths are... The one thing that's a little frustrating for me is we get the paths that Nintendo makes, but then when we take patterns that we download in, those are to the point where you kick them up, and I don't want to kick them up no more. I want to stop this thing that happens, this trend. There should be a way that, like, when you're in builder mode, that it just basically is this thing where you can kick them up, you can take them down, do what you got to do. But the minute it shifts from construction kit mode out of to back to playing the game normal, these things shouldn't be moved. Like, they're locked in, that's the way it is, and that's the way it should always be. The other thing that's been coming up lately, like, at first I didn't feel like it needed to be done, but we definitely need more spots for patterns. We definitely need to open this up a little bit and go deeper. Now listen, I get it. I played New Leaf, and I know that we only had 12 spots in New Leaf, and this is a drastic rise from New Leaf. But, like, let's go all the way. Man, let's just make this like 100 spots, 150, whatever it might be. Like, because you're starting to see these things, these patterns coming out for all these different things. You have signboards where people are putting stuff in front of the museum, and then you have, like, these little hidden Mickeys that are all around the towns on paths and such, and then like you see these drawings that are in the beach, and then you go to another spot and you see like little kids drew with chalk on the sidewalk, and there's all these cute little quirky things that people are doing that just raise the bar so high with Animal Crossing New Horizons. I want it to be able to continue. I want them to say like, hey, we're going to take it here and now you guys can go further. And that would be fantastic to me. Like, just let it go all the way. And I feel like this would be just awesome. The one thing that really bugs me, more or less, is the unnecessary chatter. We are in situations where you're doing things multiple times, and it doesn't need to necessarily have all this chatter or all these dialogue boxes going with it. Let's just look at this. Let's look at, like, crafting. Why do I have to click crafting? Just basically, the minute I go to that crafting table, just fire it up. Go right into a menu, a UI that has like crafting and customization, and then you pick what you want to go, and then boom. Why do I have to go through all this laundry list of stuff? And like, that's just unnecessary dialogue that doesn't need to be there. The other thing too is like when I'm going and traveling to a friend's house, or I'm going to take a dodo code, like why can't there just be a tick list? Just tick off the things you want to do, and then boom, it's done. Like instead they're asking us the same questions over and over and over and over again. And like Nook Miles, like hey, you want to use Nook Miles? You can use them. I see you have one. Like, we don't need to know all this stuff. And the first couple times after you do it, like, that's stuff that needs to be eliminated. And honestly, this section is stuff that I don't ever see happening being taken away, because if you ever played Splatoon 2, you know that, like, every time you go in there and the Squid Sisters or whatever, or Marina and Pearl are talking to you, you gotta listen to it through, and even though you've already heard it a million times, you still gotta listen to it again. But the one thing that really just baffles my mind is, if I'm the guy that's picking where I'm putting stuff, if I'm saying, like, hey, I want you to live there and I want you to live there, why do I have to ask permission from every single person every time I want to move their house? They're going to tell me yes anyway. So let's just skip the formalities and make it happen. Like, let me just move the house. Or I tell you which one I want to move, and you just go, okay, done. Go over there. Here's your bag. Here's your construction kit. Go move that person where you want to put them. That would be awesome. It would just eliminate the unnecessary chatter. Another thing that I would love to see is a recalibration of DIYs. I feel like a lot of people are getting a multitude of repeats when it comes to DIYs. And it just feels like there are some that are just super rare to get and some that are just really easy to get. And man, after I go through day in, day out of just pulling duplicates, it's a little frustrating in that aspect. Like, I would love to basically get away from this and them just go like, hey, we're going to recalibrate it, and you're going to start to get more, it's going to be not as rare for some, and you're going to start seeing things that you're not getting duplicates of over and over and over again. That could be a little frustrating. And when you're playing this game, and I mean, like, you're somebody like me that's put almost 250 hours in, at this point, like, I should be seeing stuff that I haven't seen before. Like, I should still be, I know there's stuff out there I haven't seen yet. I should still be seeing that stuff. The fact of the matter is like, I get a DIY on the beach, I open it up, it's a duplicate. I go into a house, I see a villager crafting something, and I talk to him, it's a duplicate. And then I go up to the campsite and I go there and it's a duplicate. And it's like so many duplicates, and we need to fix this some way, somehow. And I feel like Nintendo just needs to recalibrate. That's it. The last thing I want to talk about today is something, this is pie in the sky, man. This is the wish of wishes. Like, this is the thing that if you said to me, Bobby, you can have one thing right now. Doesn't matter what it is. It's DLC. You got to pay for it. I don't care, because I would pay for this DLC if it was a thing. Allow me to pick the hourly music that I want to listen to. I'm going to be honest with you, and this may not be a very popular opinion. I am not huge on the music in Animal Crossing New Horizons. There's maybe 1 or 2 hours that I go, okay, this is cool. But man, when you listen to New Leaf or the original GameCube, even City Folk, there are hours that are just forever ingrained into your mind because they are just amazing soundtracks. They are amazing musical scores, hour upon hour. Like, New Leaf has so many that are just awesome. And what I would like it to do is go, here's kind of like a jukebox thing where, okay, it's 3 p.m. You can pick one 3 p.m. from the entire library. And I'm not saying like you take a 3 a.m. and move it to a 3 p.m. You get to pick a 3 p.m. among different games and go, okay, at this time, 3 p.m., I want the GameCube version. 4 p.m. comes up. Okay, you know what? I like the New Leaf music. I'm going to make New Leaf the music for 4 p.m. 5 p.m., you know what? I like the New Horizons 5 p.m. We're going to make that be, and let us do that. That would be so awesome to be able to have these great catalogs, to be able to break them out and open them. And like I said, I would be willing to pay it. Like, if we're looking at ways to create DLC, I think things like this are things that, like, hey, if I pay for it because this is what I want, then more power to me. But you don't have to have it. And you're not forced to do this thing. And you know what? I want it. I'm going to pay for it. So, I don't know, man. I'm curious what you guys think. Like, is there just random thoughts you're having? Like, some things that you go, man, I really wish this was in the game. It would be really cool if this was in the game. I'm not looking for all the fixes, but, like, is there just something you're going, I really want that. Please, can I have that? Let me know in the comments down below. So that is all. Thank you guys for watching another episode over here on my channel. I appreciate and love all the support you guys are showing me. If you liked the video, please slap the like button down below. Share it with your friends. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Hit the bell so you know what's going on around here. Follow me, Instagram, Twitter, and on Twitch at Nintendo Gurus. Join the Discord. I think you would like it. Join mine, join Pat's, whoever's. Join somebody's Discord. It's pretty awesome. There's some great communities growing with right in front of you, and you're missing out on it. That is all. Peace out, Preston.